All right, guys, welcome to Trading with Meatball. And Meatball's a little pissed. We're making money. We're green several days in a row, and we're following our plan and sticking to our plan, but we're not holding as long as we could. And I am an old man just scalping stocks to pay my bills. If you've watched the other videos, I used to be a stockbroker a long time ago and had to relearn everything recently. So, old broke old man recovering from a divorce, flipping stocks. If I miss, I don't eat, guys. I have to stay green. And so we're looking at Lennar. This is a builder, home builder. And we got a flag on the 30-minute. And we were looking at DocuSign. These are boring plays. And why are we looking at them? They're good stocks and they climb up. And look, if you zoom out too, Lennar goes nowhere but up for like 5 years. But, they're stair steps, okay? So they had big run ups like this one, and then it gives up half. See, here's a big run up, and now it's giving up half. It's consolidating. And the Lennar had earnings, I believe, already. Yeah, there you go. And so now she's gone through the flag on the 30-minute, and let's look at a 1 hour. Okay. And so you could buy shares and just sit on it. And there's nothing wrong with 150 bucks growing, 5 or 10% a month. I mean, the numbers get easier as it goes over 150. It doesn't have to go so far to get 10%. So let's look at what went wrong today. We made money today. We did good. We're green again. But let's talk about what did not work. Okay. It's easy to show you a banger because we hit Mara at the open, and what the hell we do? AMD, Affirm. I don't know. We got them twice on a couple. I'll show them to you. Let's talk about what went wrong, man. Okay, so today's the 27th, and here's a 1 day chart on the SPY. I like the 5 minute though. Okay, but on the open, you're looking at something like this. This is 9:45. Okay, this is 15 minutes in. And so we have a system for trading the SPY, and we'll circle them when it meets the criteria sometimes. This one was coming off the 20-day, and it's 3 candles in, okay? And that one stopped out. And I said, that's it. We're not doing anymore. I like to wait 30 minutes or an hour, and they just chopped it all day. And then there was violence with big movements. And let me explain to you why this is important. Look at 1 o'clock and look at what the dollar did. So the dollar's down, it's going down, and it didn't really go anywhere. And it had been down all day, and it wasn't a big spike in the dollar. There's a big spike later in the VIX, and here's the one before 1 o'clock, and then a little one, and then the VIX is going down. So the VIX is going down, and it's been going down all day, and the dollar's chopping, not doing anything, and it's been going down all day, and that's a little retracement coming back up on the dollar, but not enough to make the SPY dump. And so I was glad. And I just watched, and we took one trade and we were out. That's it. We're not doing it. And then they did the dump later, again at 2 o'clock. And at 2 o'clock, let's look at the dollar. It was doing nothing but going down. And so dollar down, VIX down, VIX going down. There's a spike. Here's the spike on the VIX that killed the SPY at 2 o'clock. And then right back down the VIX goes. So there's a spike, but then right back down it goes. It's bullshit. I said it. It's manipulation. And so they're chopping. And so look at the 15-minute and look at what they're doing and read their book. They gap it up at night and then they chop you to death during the day. Now in yesterday's videos I said buy the calls for tomorrow. Now today we took one tiny trade and it was like $20, $30 contract, whatever it is, and then stopped out immediately and lost 10% or whatever, 15%, whatever. I don't care. It's done. One and done. And that's it. And the next candle didn't close our way, and I was like, fuck it, we're out. And sure enough, they chopped all day. So they're gapping up at night and then chopping or chopping up during the day. And so look at the last 5 minutes and look at the volume. And you see this volume right here? That's the last 5 minutes. They're showing you their cards. They're telling you what's coming, but they wait till the last 5 minutes. Okay. Now here we are, 9:30. 15, oh, wait, same thing, 5 minutes before. Oh, shit, that's a pattern, guys. Look at that, same thing, 5 minutes before the close. So they're showing you cards. The green volume, biggest volume of the day, and it comes in the last 5 minutes. Okay? And so they're showing you cards. And then the next day, it gaps up. And then the next day, this one chopped us to death. And then here we are, same thing, gap up and then chop you to death. And then boom, they show you cards. So there's a bullish trend here with a lot of chop. Buy the calls for tomorrow. Stay away from the zero DTEs. Mara still going. She can go as high as she wants. We took an early trade and we took it twice, I think. And the Affirm, I'm glad we sold it and then dumped and right here. And I posted that and then deleted it because nobody likes what I post. So fuck them. But we sold into this and then played it twice. I didn't post it to fuck them. They don't care on Twitter. So we don't even post stuff. We post in the Discord right here, guys. It's free. All the research, all the trades I take, they're in there. So we sell into this because I have to sell. I can't hold. And so this is one of the things we were talking about. I was angry about. You can hold longer using Ripster's clouds sometimes, and I like Ripster and his clouds. And so on a 5 minute is what we trade, but in the first 15 minutes I'm on the 1 minute, and then about quarter till I'll switch over. And this is what you see. You don't see everything else, man. You don't see all that other stuff. All you see is we just moved a zone. All right, we'll fix that. But you see this, you don't see the rest of it. And so as it comes above the cloud, you can stay. And I noticed it was going through a zone, but I saw a wick. And so I figured it'd make it. It did. We sold into that. It went higher after I sold it. And of course, right here, I was crying because it went higher. But then when it dumped, I was patting myself on the back, right? And I wanted to go in, but I was too early, and it's too early for me. And I was in other trades, and the money was being thrown around, so I didn't go back in. But it gave us another entry later in the day. She sure did. And there's a couple of them that did this, okay? And this is the Affirm, but the Mara didn't really give much of a retracement. Little ones, right? Little ones. And I like the AMD. It's showing really good strength throughout the day. And when all the chop was going on with the SPY, it seemed to weather all these things better than the rest of the market. And the AMD is clearly using the outer Ripster clouds as a wick off point. If it goes below the 20, it doesn't go anywhere near the 90 moving average. And so AMD is showing a lot of strength. And if you zoom out, people always say, "Oh, it went up so high, it went up so high." It can go wherever it wants to, guys. Look, let's get rid of the clouds so you can see better. It can go wherever it wants to, okay? So mix it up with some calls that are not zero DTE, and I think you'll make out very good. I like the hood. We're buying hood, and we're buying Riot, and January calls are cheap. I love the Riot. Let's take a look at it, and we'll end the video. Here's the 1 hour on the Riot, okay? And the 15 minute. And she's going up through 18, and the next gap up, you can see if you zoom out and draw some zones, you just go backwards, it's about 20. Gap up to 20, and it can go as high as it wants to, guys. No, they're not going to send me an email, but I mean, there's your chart right there. There's your banger play. Go get them, guys. Good luck. And don't listen to anybody that tells you you can't do this, because you can. All right. Pay attention to the economic calendar. Know when the Fed's speaking and when numbers coming out. Okay. Good luck.